What is up, y'all? It's your boy Winston Wolf. I'm back. I just want to do a quick review. I am dead tired right now, so I need your energy. Put your finger up to the screen. Touch my finger. Touch my finger. I'll give you my energy, the little I have left. You touched my finger? You know where it's been? So there's a movie called Titane that I watched last night. The only reason I watched it is because it looks kind of Mandy-ish. If you haven't seen Mandy, I'm not gonna say. There's been like 13 videos where I've said watch Mandy, blah blah blah. But the director Cosmos something, I don't know his last name. He has a very Greek name, Cosmos something. He's one of the few directors I look up like once a week just to see if he's doing anything, if there's anything on the horizon. Haven't seen anything. Hopefully he puts out something. But that was my whole motivation behind watching Titane. Just because I was hoping to get something Mandy-ish. It wasn't Mandy-ish, but it was unique in its own way. It won the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival. Which after seeing it, I was kind of surprised because Pulp Fiction won the Palme d'Or. And that's kind of, whenever I hear Palme d'Or, I always think something is going to be Pulp Fiction quality, and it never is. I mean, but what movie is, though? Come on, let's be honest. So Titane, the number one thing people know about this movie is that it's a chick that gets pregnant by a car. Not as hot and sexy as you would think. So it's a Swedish or Icelandic, one of those. I can't tell the difference between Sweden and Iceland. I'm sorry. I'm a white heterosexual privileged male. Of course I'm gonna lump all you together. You all you Icelandic, Swedish people, you all look the same to me. Alright? So it starts off, it's got this skinny chick, and her face isn't much to look at, but her body. Yeah, and you get to see a lot of it in the movie, which is good. But it's this chick. Well, it starts off with she's a little girl. She gets in a car accident with her dad. She gets a steel plate put in the side of her head. As soon as she gets out the hospital, she starts rubbing all over the family car and everything. She's all just weird. The family's looking at her like, all right, she has brain damage. Cool, we got one of those kids. Great. And then it kind of fast forwards to her. She's got to be in her early 20s. She's working at it's actually a dope-ass idea for a strip club. It fast forwards, she's, like I said, she's 20-something. She's working at this strip club, but it's like inside of like a big-ass warehouse, and it's just filled with all these like car show quality cars, like old cutlasses with like candy paint and hydraulics and everything. Stuff like that. And it's a strip club, and there's strippers dancing on the hood of the cars, grinding and everything. But the one thing that's completely weird about it, and I don't know if that's how they get down over there, is the guys watching the girls strip, they ask for their autographs afterwards. And they don't throw money at them or even give them money. It is the weirdest thing. The lamest yet coolest strip club I've ever seen. And I used to work at a strip club. I worked at a strip club called Deja Vu in Lansing, Michigan. And trust me, the last thing you'd want to do is get these chicks autographs. The one thing I wanted to do after working with these chicks is get them a toothbrush, a bar of deodorant, a bar of soap, and a clue. Because they were lost. Every chick, when they got dropped off, it was by some low-life scumbag. And not even like a paid, like a pimp or something type of scumbag. I'm talking like a guy that's like living off of her. That if he didn't find her, he would still be living at home playing Call of Duty all day in his mom's basement. Writing his name on the orange juice and stuff. Like, Mom, don't drink my orange juice. But also, if you're a simp and you're under the belief that there might be a stripper that is actually stripping to work her way through college, that's an urban legend. You will find Bigfoot riding a unicorn before you will find that. Anyways, in the movie, she's dancing in a warehouse, strip club, car show, yada yada. This review is going great, but just in case you were wondering. So she leaves work. Some dude follows her, which again, I've never seen a strip club that lets the girls leave without being escorted. That was one of my jobs, was just, and I am not kidding, I wasn't a bouncer, I wasn't in charge of that, but once an hour, I had to go just walk around the parking lot just to see if there was any creeps out there hanging out, just anything out of the ordinary. So anyways, so she leaves her stripping job. Some guy just like is running behind her, following her, and he knocks on her car window. He's like, "Hey, I just want an autograph." And he's like, "All right, well, can I get a kiss?" And he's just grabbing her head. She has one of those the hair stick pin things. I don't know what they're called. Like, Asian broads would have them back in the day. To hold their buns together. It looks like one chopstick. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know what the technical word for it is. But the dude grabs her head, he's kissing her through the window, she pulls it out, she stabs him in his ear, and he starts foaming at the mouth. And then they show her the next day. She's still living with her parents. She's like 20-something. And there's a news report of all these murders. There's a news report of all these, like, unsolved murders that have been happening within, like, a certain area and everything. And then you see the look on her face, and you realize, after seeing what she did to the guy the night before, that she's the one killing these people. So, right off top, you might know about, this is a movie about a chick that gets pregnant by a car. The car, by the way, is, okay, I totally skipped the part where she has sex with the car. So she kills the guy, she, like, dumps him in the water. She goes back in the club to take a shower to get all the blood off of her. She, for some reason, goes butt naked back into the showroom. No one's there. Hops in the back seat of, like, this cutlass that has hydraulics. Hydraulics starts bouncing. She has an orgasm. Bam, she's pregnant. Next day, she's at the parents' house. I hope you're following this, because I am struggling right now, okay? I'm doing this for you. That's how unselfish I am, all right? So, she's watching the news report. You figure out she's a serial killer. She's like, all right, well, so within 5 minutes, I found out that she has sex with cars and she's a serial killer. Cool. So, something happens. I think she gets the inkling that the police are on to her or something. So just out of left field, she decides to just, like, cut her hair and break her nose on, like, a gas station sink to alter her looks so she looks more androgynous. Trust me, facially, she is not a beautiful lady. The body, though, especially coming from Michigan, we have a lot of broads that are just a mess. So a good body is good enough for her. So I would definitely take her with the, facially challenged and all. But she already doesn't look that feminine, but then she just decides to smash her nose against the edge of the sink just to change her looks even more. Then she goes to a police station and claims to be a boy that's been missing for like 10 years. Her dad shows up, they're like, "Yo, do you want us to take a DNA test?" He's like, "No, that's my son." You can already tell this old guy is just messed up from his son being kidnapped for all those years to where he's just like, yeah, I'll take that one. So the girl pretends to be, have like PTSD and everything so that she doesn't have to talk. And then the dad is just so happy to have his grown son that he thinks is his grown son back in his life that he's just like, "No, this is normal. This is, psychologists say any kid that's gone through some kind of trauma, being kidnapped and repeatedly butt raped, yeah, they're most likely not going to want to chat too much to begin with when they come home." I need to fix this. There we go. So the dad that takes her in, and if you think this is all over the place, this is what the movie is, okay? So he's the chief of a fire station and decides to, what's the word am I thinking of? Apprentice-ize. If that's not a word, I just made it up because I'm that smart. And you can use it. He decides to apprentice-ize his androgynous son that he thinks is his son. And it's just a lot of weird stuff. It's like, of course, it's a fire station, so it's nothing but guys in there. But they do stuff like, in their spare time, all dance together. I don't care if it's 2021. That is, what? And not just like goofy dancing or anything. I'm talking like eyes closed like this, like, yeah, and they're just all in close whatever. So, slowly but surely, she starts showing, her belly, her baby bump. And she keeps trying to do the thing that, like, butches do where they wrap the, oh my God, the gauze around their chest to get flat-chested in her stomach so that people don't see that she's showing. Then the mom shows up. The mom knows right away this is BS. This ain't her son. But the dad is so full of grief, and he's kind of getting over this. She's like, whatever's going on here, I don't care. I done divorced this dude. I'm not a part of this. Cool, you can be the son. I'm out. So for the rest of the movie, you start seeing she'll take a shower, and out of her private woman areas, motor oil is coming out. So you're like, oh, is she going to give birth to a car? We don't know yet. Let's watch. So I'll just fast forward to the end. So the dad discovers that she's actually a woman. Doesn't care. Doesn't care. Don't know why. I think it's, just some kind of grief coping mechanism. But the girl puts on a... Everybody else still thinks this is his long-lost son, but she puts on a strip show for the rest of the guys on top of a fire truck. And they're all looking like, man, I'm attracted to this skinny, androgynous guy, and I don't know why. But they're all just sitting there watching, and she's just grinding and stuff. And then the dad is like, comes in the room, and he's like, all right, everyone beat it. You get down from there, something like that. And then you see, like, a couple minutes later, once everybody leaves, she goes in one of the fire trucks. Starts having sex with the fire truck. Okay. About 10 minutes later is the end of the movie. She's in the room. She tries to seduce the guy that, who thinks that she's his son. And he just pushes her away like, what are you doing? Like, this is already weird enough. You making it even weirder. Then she starts to give birth. Like, right after she tries to get some from the guy who thought that was his son. She dies. She gives birth to a baby. The movie ends with the fire chief, holding the newborn baby. You see the baby's back. He has a titanium spine. And then he tells the baby, like, I'll be there for you. I'm going to take care of you. Movie ends. This won the Palme d'Or. Okay? Titane. 0 to 10 dog bones. Let's see. 3.5, but not a bad 3.5. Titane. Girl gets pregnant by a car. This is your boy Winston Wolf. I'm out.